Welcome students to the next video class of subject verb agreement. I hope you have enjoyed my first video. So keep enjoying through this video the rules of subject verb agreement. So let's start. So children, let's start the rules for subject verb agreement. Now see rule number 9. When plural nouns and pronouns act as a subject and are connected by the words such as or, nor, neither nor and either or, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Now see the example. Either your friends or Samir gets the ticket to the show. So from here you can understand the rule that it is written that as the subject are connected by words such as or not, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. So the subject over here is Samir, which is a singular subject. So it takes a singular verb. I hope rule number 9 is clear to you. Now, see this example. The farmer or his sons plow the fields. I repeat, the farmer or his sons plow the fields. So over here, see, what is the subject? Close to the verb, it is sons. So sons is plural, so it is taking a plural verb. So the basic rule over here is, again, in the first video I told you that a singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. I hope you have understood rule number 9. Now let us see some other rules. Now see rule number 10. If an indefinite pronouns such as everybody or anybody is used as the subject of the sentence, the verb is usually singular. This is a very simple rule, and from here only you can make out that if an indefinite pronoun such as everybody or anybody is used as the subject, it takes a singular verb. See, everybody is entitled to justice. I repeat, everybody is entitled to justice. This is very simple. That subject is everybody, so it is taking a singular verb. I hope you have understood this. Now see rule number 11. Now come to rule number 11. When pronouns such as few, several, many, both, all, some act as the subject, the verb is plural. Example, of all the pastries we bought yesterday, few are left in the fridge. So the pronoun few followed by a plural verb are. Now come to rule number 12. The singular verb form is usually used for units of measurement, sum of money or periods of time. See the example, $10,000 is a high price to pay. Another example I will give you, 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. So 100 paisa, sum of money, $10,000, sum of money. So it agrees to the rule that it is taking a singular verb form with the units of measurement, sum of money or periods of time. Now let us see other rules. Now see here, a singular verb is used with quantifiers or pronouns such as little and much. Okay, now what does this mean? See, example, little has been done to solve the problem of poverty in our country, though much has been promised. So it's very simple. A singular verb is being used with quantifiers or pronouns such as little and much. Now come to rule number 14. When either and neither are subjects, they always take singular verb. Example, neither of them is available to speak right now. Neither you nor he is to blame. Okay? Now see rule number 15. Collective nouns like herd, jury, class, crowd, and many others may be either singular or plural depending on their use in the sentence. The staff is in a meeting. Over here, the staff is acting as a unit. Okay? The staff are in disagreement about the findings. Over here, the staff are acting as separate individuals. So, when it is acting as separate individuals, it is taking a plural verb. But when it is acting as a unit, it is taking a singular verb. Now, another example I will give you to make it clear. The mob has gathered quickly. Over here, the mob is a single body. Another example you see, the mob were scattered in all directions. So over here, the mob in the second sentence, individuals of the mob is considered. So it is taking a plural verb. So from here, we can understand a collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought as one whole, plural verb when the individuals of which it is composed are thought of. Now see rule number 16. Plural form subjects with a singular meaning such as mumps, measles, physics, statistics, etc. take a singular verb. Now see the example. Gymnastics is his favorite sport. I repeat, gymnastics is his favorite sport. Now here another example I am showing you. Mumps is a contagious disease. Okay. Mathematics is a difficult subject. So from here we make out that some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning takes a singular verb, which is rule number 16. Now see rule number 17. Now what is rule number 17? Title of books, movies, novels, etc. are treated as singular and take a singular verb. This is very easy. Title of books, see, The Incredibles is a popular animated movie. It's very simple. Now another one I will tell you. Gulliver's Travels was written by Swift. Thrice Told Tales is an interesting book. The United States has a president. So from here you can understand that title of books, movies, novels are treated as singular and take a singular verb. Now if a gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, the verb will always be singular. Now see the example. To work on a rope requires great skill. So the subject starting with an infinitive, to walk on a rope requires great skill. Now for you to understand this gerund and infinitive, you will do this in higher classes, but just for your simple understanding, just remember that if a sentence starts with an infinitive, that is a verb which has to before it, will take a singular verb. I hope you have understood this. Now see the final rules of subject-verb agreement. The only time when the object of the preposition factors into the decision of plural or singular verb forms is when noun and pronoun subjects like some, half, none, more, all, etc. are followed by a prepositional phrase. In these sentences, the object of the preposition determines the form of the verb. Example, all of the chicken is gone. The object chicken is singular. All of the chickens are gone. The object chickens is plural. So what is it? The only time when the object of the preposition factors into the decision of plural or singular verb form is when noun and pronoun subjects like some, half, none, more, all are followed by a prepositional phrase. All followed by the prepositional phrase of the object is chicken, therefore it is taking a singular verb. And in the next sentence, chicken, the object is chickens, which is plural, therefore it is taking a plural verb. And the final rule is, remember, only the subject affects the verb. This is what you should remember. As I told you in the beginning of the lesson, is if you can identify the true subject in a sentence, you will never make any mistakes in subject-verb agreement. And you will always be happy to do subject-verb agreement exercises. Now, there are some exercises which has been given to you in this PPT. I hope you will be able to solve this, and then we can discuss the answers once the school reopens. Till then, stay safe, be happy, and enjoy learning through the videos that will be posted in your school website. Thank you. Have a great day.